how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Did a bunch of thrifting and found a bunch of books there, and then went to the post office and got a bunch of book mail. So doing a very impromptu last minute book haul for you. My kids love to see what book mail I got, and they were very much like chomping at the bit, like, oh, I want to see what you got. I like to be authentic and show you guys like my reaction, and you know, I don't want to see it before I do the video, so you can see my first reaction whenever I open it. So I said, let me do a quick video and then I'll show y'all what I got. Which is why I look like a freaking mess. It's been a long day, it's been a long week, but I'm here and I wanted to show you guys all the book mail and all the thrifted books that I found. So let's jump right into it. First one, Evernight by Illumicrate, Books That Haunt. This is Illumicrate's horror book subscription, which is quarterly. So this is the January box. They wrap it really well. I'm not going to get too into what these books are about, because if so, I would be here all day. There are a lot of books here. The Invocations by Crystal Sutherland. It's really, really pretty. Gold. The gold lettering's really gorgeous. The back is stunning. The edges, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got like a little skeleton. Got green, like a hunter, like a really pretty hunter green, like a hunter green color. I'm gonna take the dust jacket off because I always like to take the dust jacket off and see what's underneath. Necromantia, gold foiling on the spine, and the back has this red. Inside we have, now this one's one of my favorites on the inside. Look how freaking pretty. I love spiders. I mean, not in real life. Real life I kind of freak out about spiders, but I love spiders in art though. But look how pretty. Skeleton hand. Is the back the same? Yeah, the back is the same. And it's always signed by the author in ink. So it's actually physically signed. 5 women are dead. The killer leaves no fingerprints, no DNA. Police are utterly stumped. In a world where only women can use magic and the men who know about it seek to eradicate them, 3 damaged young women, one cursed, one hunted, one out for revenge, will team up to track down and take out a brutal supernatural killer. There's more to it. That's all I'll get into. That's Evernight. Next up, we have the latest Nightworms. I'll try to figure out how to do the freaking timestamps so you can skip forward if you've already seen it. That way you're not getting the same content over and over. But for those of you who haven't seen it, I'll show you. First up, we've got the Bones Coffee Cinnabon ground coffee. Look how cute that is. This February theme was human contact. So you get like a little theme card. Well, maybe a little closer. Theme card. The sticker, I read books and mind my own business. Oh my god, how cute. Look how cute the little sticker is. Can you see it? I love that sticker. He's so cute. Oh, the magnet's cute too. The magnet. That's adorable. Okay, that's cute. And then you get bookmark, human contact. I'm trying to get rid of the freaking glare. Human contact, bookmark, and then the back. Nightworms. Wait. Yeah. It's like I said upside down. Y'all, I'm a freaking mess. Nightworms. Bookmark. Whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. Good grief. We have The Bed Makers by Chad Lutsky and John Bowden. So that's one of the books. After two elderly men tire of their homelessness in downtown Chicago, 1979, they hop a train in search of work out west. But before their last stop, a traumatic event in an empty train car steers their once hopeful journey into a path of chaos filled with deceit, murder, grave robbing, and dormant secrets. Well, that sounds really good. I have not heard of that one. If you have, let me know. Let me know if you've read it. The other one, the other book. Oh, this cover is so cool. All the Fiends of Hell by Adam L. G. Neville. That's a really freaking cool cover. The Red Knot of Bells heralds global catastrophe, annihilation on a biblical scale. I won't read you the whole thing because there's a lot. And this one comes with the signed book plate. This one, I believe, was sent to me by the author. I'll show you the other side because it's got my address on it. I blacked out my address, but just in case, you know. I'm always paranoid about that, just in case I, like, miss something or whatever. But just in case I, like, accidentally flash my address, I still black it out because I'm just that paranoid. Serial publication by Andrew Adams. This was sent to me by the author. It's a really cool cover. Serial killer and media darling Charles Proctor becomes the subject of his own reality show alongside unwilling homicide detective Aaron Underwood. Designed as a pay-per-view event for Charles to detail his every murder and give the locations of missing bodies, he begins to take control of the spotlight and reveal the locations of new victims live on air. The police department is sent scrambling to stop the latest string of deaths as the public and viewing audience devours Charles's every word. Welcome to 2031, where the need for constant entertainment outweighs the implications of watching innocents die. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's another one I believe was sent to me by the author. I haven't opened it yet. The Ouija Man by N.P. Kniffy. An Irish Blair Witch Litopia. Some souls should never be summoned. There's the cover. I love that this one's matte. I like that it's not all, I kind of like that it's not all glossy. It's got an Ouija board on front. I like the, like, sort of gothy look to it. I turned to find Jim still standing on the stairs, his eyes fixed on our son. His face had grown dark, except for the reflections of the red fire in his eyes. That's all this one says. That's all it really says on the back. I know he said more about it. I know there's more to it, but that's what it says on the back. It is horror. It's been a while since this was pitched to me. I know, like, it took a little bit to get here, so I actually forgot about that one. This one was sent to me by the author as well. I don't think this is something I ordered, but you never know with me. I could have surprised myself. Okay. Oh, he wrapped this really well. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one who said he has problems with the postal service sometimes with stuff getting here. So he wrapped it really well, like it's taped. He taped the crap out of it. Okay, hang on. Don't Fear the Reaper by J.C. Murphy. First of all, look how freaking cool this cover is. Kind of obsessed with it. That's really neat. Just so you can see. So I got a really cool bookmark which has the same design as the cover. Welcome to N7, Don't Fear the Reaper. It has that on the back. And then I have this, has a QR code. Torture of MCs. So, love bookmarks. Can't have too many bookmarks. I have them sort of strewn about to where I could just grab a bookmark wherever. They're all over the library to where wherever I'm at I could just grab one. Don't Fear the Reaper. Life as a college student is hard. It's even harder for Victor Rexford when a cult brings about the end of days via a botched summoning. and he happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Fortunately, or maybe unfortunately, Victor catches the eye of the Grim Reaper during this particular ritual, becoming further embroiled in an epic fight between supernatural entities. She needs him as a host to remain on Earth to exorcise the demons, and he needs to grow a spine. Over 100 years later, the world is an apocalyptic wasteland filled with humans possessed by demons and mutated into monstrous forms. Vincent, one of the few remaining mortal humans, is sent out by his father and camp leader to find others to join his flock. Instead, Vincent sets his eyes to the north of their humble camp, in old Pennsylvania, following an irresistible pull. What is he searching for? Who is called to him from every shadow, and why is she so sad? Vincent will find that death is not always the end. Yeah. So it sounds really cool. Demon summoning, like, yeah. That's where he had me. When he said possessed by demons and demon summoning, like, that's where he had me. And it sounds really cool and creepy. Really looking forward to reading that. Now we have some books that I picked up thrifted recently. Went to some local thrift stores and I went to Half Price Books. I've recently moved and the Half Price Books local to me doesn't have as big of a horror section, so I was really disappointed. The one where I used to live had a really big horror section and I loved it there. I went there all the time. I was so sad when I went to this one and it was the smallest horror section ever. So I was super bummed. I buy new books a lot too, but currently at the moment I can't afford to just be buying a bunch of new books. But for retail therapy, I just thrifted a bunch of books. So one of them, I found The Stepsister by R.L. Stine. Working on my Fear Street collection, so it's one of the ones I found. They had others, but they weren't in the best of shape. They were like really yellowed and just like water damaged and stuff. This one was really good shape, so that was a good find. Another Fear Street Super Chiller, Fear Street Super Chiller Goodnight Kiss 2. I like that like metallic-y sort of cover. This one still has stickers on it that I haven't got completely off yet. Stephen King, The Tommyknockers. I'm working on my King collection. Big old chunky book. I don't have a lot of King books. Yeah, I only have 15, so I have a long way to go for my Stephen King collection. So I was excited to find that one. This is one, I think this one, I don't know if this one's middle grade or what this is, and I'd never heard of it, but it was so cool that I couldn't pass it up, and I don't know if I may end up giving it to my son. We'll see. But it was so cool that I just had to. The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick. I found this. I don't know if you can see the edges, but it's kind of like grayish. But it's like some sort of a mystery. And there's a lot of really cool art. It's like a mystery that you sort out throughout the whole, like it's all a lot of art. Like really cool art all the way through it. So I was kind of drawn in. It's so cool. But we'll see. I really have no idea what it's about or no idea what it is. It was too cool to pass up, so I just grabbed it. And I'm going to research it and see what it is. If you know what it is and you can enlighten me, you know, let me know in the comments. But so cool. If it's something that's not for me or that I can't get into, then I'll give it to my son. But this one I've heard about and I've seen around, and I know it's a very heavy one. We Need to Talk About Kevin by Lionel Shriver. I don't know what the genre is. I'm not even sure what the genre is. I've just seen it around everywhere and everybody's read it and everybody says it's really good. So I picked it up. This one, Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. Also heard good things about it. It's not horror, but I just keep hearing it and seeing it everywhere. So I picked it up. This is another one I have no idea. Never heard of. Haven't seen anything about it, but it just looked fun and interesting. The Zombie Survival Guide, Complete Protection from the Living Dead by Max Brooks. If you know what this one's about, also let me know. Top 10 Lessons for Surviving a Zombie Attack, and it kind of lines out 1 through 10 on the back. Organize before they rise. They feel no fear. Why should you? Use your head, cut off theirs. Blades don't need reloading. Ideal protection equals tight clothes, short hair. Anyways, it sounds funny and just something funky and fun. Yeah. This one I think is a thriller. The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I'm a little behind the times on thrillers. Thrillers is one of those things that, like, it's really hard to shock me with because, you know, which is why I switched to horror a couple years ago, because thrillers just stop surprising me and stop shocking me. It's just one of those things, like, I can usually figure out the plot twist. So hopefully, if this is a thriller, hopefully it can surprise me, but I saw it and was like, that looks interesting. This is another one I feel like I've seen somewhere and I feel like somebody said it was good. The Island by Natasha Preston. Really have no idea what this one's about either. You tell I was just like, just picking up books at the random. Like, that looks interesting, and it was just putting them in the cart. That's one of them. This one looked creepy. Cuckoo Song by Frances Harding. It has a creepy doll on the cover. So, like, automatically, it went in the cart because creepy dolls. Following a mysterious accident that left her sopping wet, Triss awakens to a world that's eerily off-kilter. Her memories are muddled, her sister despises her, pages have been stolen from her private journal, and her appetite is insatiable. Confusion quickly turns to dread as she begins to see and hear things she shouldn't. Her dolls reveal themselves to be deceitful living creatures. She's suddenly inexplicably afraid of scissors, and when she brushes her hair, out sprinkle crumbled fragments of leaves. Then she stumbles across evidence that her beloved brother killed in the war is actually alive, and she begins to suspect that the secrets lurking within her home are even more shocking than her twisted new reality. Is Triss going mad, or did her accident trigger a nightmarish chain of events? In her quest to learn the truth, Triss ventures from the shelter of her parents' protective wings into the city's underbelly. There she encounters strange creatures whose grand schemes could forever alter the fates of her family. From master storyteller Frances Harding comes the unnerving tales of one girl's struggle to confront her darkest fears in order to triumph over a world where nothing is certain. Yeah, so that sounds really good. This is a Christmas one, but went ahead and got it. Afraid of the Christmas Lights, an anthology of crime stories. It has several different authors in it. I had never heard of this one. Another R.L. Stine, Young Scrooge, A Very Scary Christmas Story. And Witches Abroad by Terry Pratchett. Really have no idea what the hell this one is either. But it's Terry Pratchett, so it can't be bad, and it has witches on it. So yeah, another impulse buy. I just impulsively bought a bunch of shit last weekend, so if you can't tell. I guess it was about time. It had been a little bit, and I guess I just more than made up for it. So, it's not something I do very often, and it had been, I feel like it's been months. It had probably been a few months since I'd been shopping, so I don't feel too bad about it. Sorry I'm all over the place. Even the freaking lava lamp isn't going today. Like, I just heated it up. It takes like 3 hours for the damn thing to heat up. Just a mess all the way around, so you're just getting all the mess today, but it's fine. Sometimes it's just going to be that way. Anyways, I still haven't done my January wrap-up, so maybe that's what next Friday will be, possibly. Unless something else weird comes up. But it's looking like next Friday. Oh, there was one other thing. Hang on just a second. This is random. My dad randomly sends me horror props and like random things. I checked my mail before all this stuff came in, but someday last week I checked the mail and I got this package and I'm like, what did I order now? Anyways, and I got this little guy. Look how cute he is. It took me a minute to figure out where it was from, and my dad sent it to me. He's so fun. I had to find a place for him back there, but yeah. That's also where Chucky came from. Like, sometime last year, Chucky showed up on my doorstep in a box. And it took me a minute. I'm like, where the hell did you come from? And I realized it was from my dad. I also have like a 6-foot tall Pennywise that's like a cardboard Pennywise. He's in storage right now because I don't have the space for him in this office. And that's also where the little Pennywise back there came from too. So I'll just get random horror props from my dad. But anyways, this guy showed up. So I'll be finding a place for him back there somewhere. So I wanted to show you guys that one too. He's cute. Sorry this is so rambling all over the freaking place. I just knew I wanted to show you guys what I got. I'll see you next Friday, and I don't know what it's going to be yet, but that's okay. We'll figure it out together. Bye for now.